If we can find our one card, man, our memory capsule. There's the trapping bite memory capsule. Come on, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. This video is dedicated to everybody that loves to play one prize decks. Let's take a look at Donphan Altaria. Welcome back to the channel, little flexers. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. It's been really great having you here. And I hope you're about to learn something. Maybe about Donphan, or about me, or about yourself. So today we have this amazing Donphan deck. I can't wait to show it off to you. But first, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone that has supported the channel over the last month. It has been a crazy amount of growth here in the last month, and we are nearing 2,000 subs on this channel. So I want to say a huge thank you. I have a big giveaway planned for when we get a little bit closer to 2,000 subs. So if you aren't already subscribed to the channel, please make sure that you do. I have some things coming up that I know you don't want to miss. So let's get into this deck list, shall we? So this is Altaria Donphan. Of course, our main attacker that does the most amount of damage is our Donphan. Fighting types, generally speaking, have high damage output for relatively low energy cost, and Donphan is no different. 150 health, stage 1 Pokemon. Earthquake for 1 fighting energy, does 120 damage, but also does 20 damage to each of your own benched Pokemon. Now, this isn't necessarily a bad thing, although that damage will rack up, as you'll see in these next few games. The bench damage can actually power up your own Phanpy. So Phanpy with the strike back attack, this attack does 30 damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. They clearly had, Phanpy in mind when they made Donphan, or Donphan in mind when they made Phanpy. These two work together extremely well to, give yourself some extra little damage boost towards the end of the game, which you'll see actually comes in very clutch in a number of our games. How do we access the Phanpy when we have evolved into the Donphan? Well, of course, we use our memory capsule. The Pokemon that this card is attached to can use any attack from its previous evolutions. So if you can attach a memory capsule to a damaged Donphan, all of a sudden you can access that strike back attack on the Phanpy. And since you could get up to 140 damage counters on your Donphan, well, you do the math. That's hitting for 720. Wait. That's hitting for 140 times 3, which is 420 damage. There we go. We got there. I had like Tony Hawk Pro Skater in my mind there for a second. 720. In any case, we also have some Altaria. A 3-2 line is included just because I like being able to wall with Altaria and then scoop it up and then play the Altaria back down onto a bench Swablu. So I thought that 3 Swablu and 2 Altaria was probably a little bit better to utilize that strategy as opposed to a 2-2. In any case, our Miraculous Charm ability is going to bail us out against some of the best decks in the format, notably things like Eternatus, Mewtwo, and the like. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon V and Pokemon GX. Of course, that means that Pokemon VMAX also cannot attack into this Altaria, which is very, very important. In order to set up, we have included 4 Jirachi. Now, you'll notice in the deck list that we don't have any Dedenne or any Crobat. That is completely on purpose because we want our opponents to have to use all their resources to try to knock out Donphans, to try to knock out their Altarias and these Jirachi. So giving them a Dedenne or a Crobat or even an Eldegoss is that extra prize that they might need when you're trying to really whittle down their resources. Our Jirachi here with the Dreamy Revelation. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may look at the top 2 cards of your deck and put one of them into your hand. Put the other card back on top of your deck. One thing that I like to do with Jirachi that you'll see over the course of the game is that you have a ton of search cards. And what's kind of nice is maybe you get into 2 cards off the Dreaming Revelation that you don't like. You can put the other one back on the top and then play a card that shuffles the deck. Something like a Great Ball or Quick Ball. And then you can shuffle that card that you don't necessarily love back into the deck. That's just something that I like to do with Jirachi and something to look out for in these next couple of games. For our supporters, we have our full complement of Marnie and Research. I feel like I say that every single video, but it bears repeating that generally for most decks, and particularly decks that play no to low counts of those consistency Pokemon like Dedenne and Crobat, you're just gonna have to max out these supporters. We don't really have too many other options. Maybe Birdkeeper, maybe Erica's Hospitality, but for the most part, it's gonna be Marnie and Research all the way, at least for my decks. We also have 3 bosses orders to finish out our supporter line. We have 1 tool scrapper for those pesky tools such as the Cape of Toughness or even something like metal goggles. Getting rid of those tools is very important. And then we have a few tools ourselves. Of course, we named the memory capsule earlier in the video, but we also have air balloon and some big charm. So that is the overall list, you guys. Pretty fun deck, really, gotta say. I always love it when we can make one prize decks work, and this one certainly does. Does it have the staying power? I don't quite know. Certainly there are some bad matchups, and if you stumble in the early game, you can, really lose to anything because you can, get steamrolled by your opponent as they're picking up steam, maybe playing a little bit more of a consistent deck. But this is probably among, if not the best, one prize deck, and it plays Altaria, and I love those kind of wall strategies, and it plays Donphan, which is just a favorite Pokemon of mine that does a ton of damage for relatively little. You have little tricks with the memory capsule that are pretty cute that your opponent won't see coming, and we actually, I call it the trap card in these next couple of games, because your opponent is just going to hit into your Donphan and not even realize that they're setting themselves up for failure down the road when you attach that memory capsule. So enjoy these next couple of games, you guys. This is Donphan Altaria. So today I was doing the laundry. We'll get to the eggnog in a second. My wife she wasn't doing the laundry. I was doing the laundry, because that is the type of household that we are. I do the laundry, okay? That's my job. And I cooked tonight. So, let that be a lesson to y'all. But I think we go second, actually, because we kind of need our supporter. We're kind of super low maintenance, but we also need our supporter for turn. So, I was folding our laundry, and my wife cuts our hair, right? She cuts our hair, with the razor. Right? She buzzes me in my roommate's head. And she likes to wear socks when she does it, right? Because the floor is full of hair at the end of the day, and she doesn't want to get it on her feet. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty reasonable. One of these socks that I found was one of the most disgusting things that I'd ever seen. I pull it out of the dryer, right? And sure, we'll take a stone. Stoner, dude. Pull it out of the dryer, and it's like in the ball. And immediately when you see the sock in a ball, you got to be thinking you're screwed, right? Because it's either soggy and wet and you got to let it dry, or in this case, because it had a ton of hair, of matted up hair. It was like, I can't even describe how much hair there was in this little, and she's a small woman, so her socks are tiny, and there was so much hair in this little thing, and it was all like the shaved hair too. So it was like little threads all like embedded in the sock. Like, how does one person get that much hair in the sock like that? It just doesn't make any sense to me. So that was probably the grossest part of my day, by far. Leaps and bounds, honestly. By leaps and bounds. Anyway, I spent like a solid 5 to 10 minutes picking the little hairs out of the sock. I just don't wish that on my worst enemy. I thought about it, Blake. I thought about throwing the sock away. I really did. I really did think about throwing the sock away, but I didn't. Gaga Trade says, are you testing for the Table Mod Challenge? No, I'm not. I'm just playing for my own enjoyment. and hopefully yours as well. Yo, what is this? What's this? What's this? A big steel XP? I don't know what that song wasn't anything. Yeah, that song wasn't anything. So just if you're wondering if that song was something, it wasn't. So what's this? What's it? We lost our tool scrapper early, man. This is just gonna be like a big basics beatdown. We're gonna KO our own Pokemon here in a second. Dude, come on, bro. With the Stunfisk. Anyway. The eggnog. All right, let me tell you about this eggnog, man. Yo, user redirected, welcome. Steelix is cringe. I agree. Did we have a cat in our sock? Yes, something like that. All right, let's go Dreamy Rev, see what we can get. We do find ourselves an Altaria. That was actually like pretty important. Oh, I should have. Oh, yeah. No, I should have taken the incense. Then I could have gotten another Altaria. We get it anyway. Never punished. Never punished. That's pretty epic, dude. That's pretty epic. All right, so we'll go here with the retreat. And then we'll earthquake. And we're just taking a ton of collateral damage here. And then this just doesn't bode well for us, like in any facet of at all. Like there's nothing, especially if they can get a Cape of Toughness down, like kind of screwed. But we'll see. Maybe, hey, you know what? Maybe they don't have energy. Perhaps they missed an energy. So the eggnog, yes. The eggnog, we keep our eggnogs in mason jars. But we found a really good recipe online. We made eggnog last year. It was very tasty. But we made eggnog this year and might be even better. There's some have said that the eggnog, I'll stop hitting the glass because that's probably too much SMR. And they have hammers. Come on, man. This wasn't our night. Okay, it is our night. Trapping bite. Da 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 da. What's this? Sure. We're gonna let them hit into us, and then we're gonna try to get them with the hit them with the strike back. How much could strike back do? Does 180 now? Okay, we need to wait. Hold. Gentlemen, hold. Hold. How many crushing hammers do they have? They have one left. Okay, we go to the active and then we pass. They need to hit us what? One more time and then we can do 300 damage. So we'll see if they fall into our trap. We'll see if they activate our trap card. They're probably just gonna retreat. Huh? They done it. Oh, we're golden, chat. All right, now we can take that fat L on that Donphan. That thing can get, as far as I'm concerned, that thing can go to heck. So we got the big charm for the benched dude. Oh, so he takes 20 minus. He's got an extra 40. So we're doing 300. Let me just do the damage calcs. So he's at 240. Basically, he's at 260. Okay, so we should take a knockout here, right? We should. I also don't want to... he's going to take a prize anyway, right? So is it worth it to Marnie? It probably is. It just feels bad because they didn't play a supporter on their last turn, man. Oh, well. So we'll Marnie. We do get that boss which is pretty nice. Going to allow us to go around the stun fisk. Inevitably, they will bring up, and we'll strike back. Ooh, baby, ooh, say ooh. What was I going to say? The eggnog. Okay, getting back. Why do you keep... Seriously, guys. Why do you keep getting me off track? What's the deal? Like, you have some kind of, like, vendetta against me finishing a story? I honestly don't understand. I couldn't understand less. But, Cape of Toughness... Dude, if we have one, he's gonna raging hammer me to death, bro. All right, so we have a few things that we could do here. We could swing into this. Seems unadvisable. We could swing into this. Arguably seems worse. I just don't want him to pull out like some weird thing where he does like 210 or something. That seems pretty bad. Let's get another Fan P out. Check to see how many energy we only have 3 left. So this Fan P is looking like our last, to be honest. Yeah, we'll do Earthquake. We'll do 100 damage. So we're going to start like KOing ourselves, which I think is generally okay, but I really just want to get a bunch of damage on the Fan P before we commit the memory capsule. There is not more than just eggnog in the jar, man. No, it's pure eggnog. Although, you want to add a little spice. So we found the recipe. Chat, you're getting me off topic. We found the recipe online, and it had like 4,500 reviews, and yet it had a like pristine 5-star rating, which was insane. You never see that nowadays. You never see that nowadays. So it's pretty cool. And basically, so you make the eggnog, and how you do it, you put the pot of water and you boil it, and then you put your eggs, your egg yolks, the yellow part, in the middle. Dude, they mellowed and landed. And then it's got 80. What you about to do to me, boy? Man, I'm sick of this, man. Sick of this, man. A little mug out here, dog. I think we just pass. We got game in hand, basically. We just need to... They need to activate our trap card. Basically have game in hand, so like no need to rush. But then, so you make the eggs, and then you whip the whites, and you mix that all together. And then the secret ingredient, you put cream on the top. Now the cream is it's a bombshell. If you've never had eggnog before, and then you're trying this recipe has cream on it, which is insane. Why did he not attack? Does he want us to kill our own Altaria? What's this? What's this? Does he want us to do that? I don't understand. Okay. Okay. Goes down to 2. Is there some kind of like spread attack or something that I'm missing? Well, we can afford to Earthquake like one more time, right? Oh, and we have big charms. Okay, we have big charms. We're actually good for this turn. And then we actually cannot attack. We can only attack with that Earthquake, and then to try to win the game with an Earthquake. Otherwise, we have to use our Fan Piece attack. What an exciting game this is. What an exciting game this is. How fun. How fun. Pokemon. But then you take the whipped cream and you put it in the, oh, don't do this to me. Okay. You take the whipped cream and you put it in the container as well. Mix it all up. And that is some juice. What's this? I guess poggers. I guess we'll just, yeah, we'll pog and we'll pass. And then that creates this like cream layer on the top that when you drink it, like you get the watery layer underneath, and then you get this like cream layer. And I can't quite describe to you how it tastes and feels, but it's like, you know, mouthfeel is like such an important part of food to me. And it is stunning. Truly, truly, it's stunning. Eggnog, more like egg row. More like Humpty Dumpty. They see the writing on the wall. If we can find our one card, man, our memory capsule. There's the trapping bite memory capsule. Come on, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Close enough. Come on. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Wait, how much is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 100. So it's got 250 damage. $250 damage. So we are doing 210 damage. So we're going to go there. We have so many boss. All right. So we just need to get we basically just need to find memory capsule and boss. Let's see. So 210 would be enough to knock this out, right? Because it's got what? 300 minus 80, 220. Oh no, it's not even enough. Because it also has the Chichester Bath. So we can knock out like Cobalion. Okay. Well, could we? Yeah. Now I'm overthinking because we got the Chichester. Okay. So we pass. I'm about to play a game of Colossal versus Darmanitan against the wife. Bort, you are living it, man. You are. I need to get some more decks for me and my wife. That was some fun times when we would play games like before our day started. We would roll like ADP versus Mewtwo like before our day started or like during lunch. So maybe I should do that again. You know. What's this? Why, dude? Okay, well, actually, they just reduced their HP by 80. So is that enough? They're gonna Metal Saucer. No! No! Oh. This deck is filthy. Am I about to lose twice in a day to a freaking Stunfisk V deck, my guy? Well, no, we're only doing 180. And then minus 20 from the Chichester. That's also really frustrating because we could like swing in with the Altaria, and then if they don't have Gust, then we win. So the other thing we could do, let's take a look at their discard pile. So we could kind of cheese them. They play Mallow and Lana. They haven't played a single switch yet, my guy. Okay, my guy. Okay, my guy. Okay, 110. So let's do our calcs. So they got 140, 190, 210 left. We're 10 damage away with our Donphan. We could soften it up. I say we bring active like the Duraludon or something. And then we try to do damage with our Altaria. Or maybe this Stunfisk. So let's retreat. Such a big play though, because if they just have Mallow and Lana, then we're done ski. We could just swing into the active, go speed dive, and then if they have Gust, then they win. It's just such an awkward spot, man. All right, we'll swing into the active. I guess they couldn't have Gust and Mallow and Lana, but maybe they just still have Mallow and Lana. Do they have any Marnie left? What did they do? They Mallow and Lana. I knew it. I knew it. So I think we're gonna try to bait them out of all of their Mallow and Lanas. That's my play. That's my play, and I'm sticking to it. We're gonna have like one more card than they will. I have one more card than they will. Oh, and we can scoop up as well, so we get even +1 card. All right, so then we bring up the fattest thing that can't attack us. I guess this thing can't attack, but then they also can't like Gust, because we are really trying to hard protect this Donphan. If they don't attack, I was just gonna say, if they didn't attach a metal energy, we win there. So there's another 40 damage to the active. Are we gonna take him down? Oh, it's so exciting. Oh, there's the attachment. If they don't have, they have a Marnie, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We've done it, chat. You and me taking the dub with this Donphan Altaria deck against this weird metal Stunfist deck. What in the world? GG's to my opponent. Donphan Altaria proven too much. Well, what do you know? I just so happen to be in need of some eggnog. Trade some Pokemon cards for the Nog. Dude, could I even ship it? It's so good. It's so good. And it's like pretty easy to make. You need milk, you need eggs, you need cream, you need sugar, I suppose. You know, we wanted to go second, but this hand is pretty trash anyway, so. Always moisten the eggnog. Should we play a big charm? These are the real questions. Should we play a big charm or not? Yeah, you always moisten the eggnog, that's for sure. I feel pretty cool if we can get, you know, supporter. If we can get, by the way, Bort, say hi to your wife for me. If we could get the, like maybe even another Phanpy, quick ball. We just haven't had the strongest draws with our deck tonight. We did take a critical dub. Oh, come on, dude. It's like all right here for us, too. It's all right here for us. Here's a quick ball. Are they going to grab another Snom? No, they get an Inteleon. Okay, that Inteleon is scary. The biggest thing about Inteleon is that it can put on pressure pretty easily. So let's see. We get a Stone Fighting. Of course, they can knock us out in one shot. Let's see. This does 180. So if we put a big charm, then they would need 1 extra energy. I just actually don't know if it's worth it. And like, do we target the Snom down? I think the problem with targeting the Snom is that this thing comes up and just like eats us for, well, it does what, 60 and returns an energy. So it doesn't eat us up. It would do 40. It's not the, so we either Gust or we take 2 prizes now. I think we got a Gust, right? You pretty much always have to Gust in this scenario. Then we'll go Earthquake. Because that just gives us 1 more turn to try to find something. 1 more turn guaranteed, I should say, to try to find something. And yeah, they just had to bring up the Dedenne. So I think that play was right. It just doesn't feel that good. I feel like this deck just loses to ADP with Aegislash. You're probably right. Question becomes, though, how many people are playing Aegislash? Oh, we get a quick ball. Me likey. Me likey. Me do likey. Do we need to use it yet? I don't actually think so. We only have to use it. Well, they attach next turn. No, we do need to use it this turn, right? A lot more people now that I'm leaking. True. Let's see. So we go Big Charm. I really want a Jirachi. I kind of want a Fanpy too, but let's go Swablu. That's going to be the harder counter. We could also attach 3 times to the active, but they're going to do 160. So that's, yeah, that's not actually okay. So we can Earthquake and not attach and just see what they do, because we could also scoop up into this Swablu. That's a nice draw for us. That's pretty good. Because they're not taking a knockout. So if we can find a memory capsule. Ooh. Alright, GG Swablu. So there's that Hydro Snipe on the active. The saving grace is that our opponent really hasn't done anything, and at this point we're up 3 prizes. We only have to go through 1 Inteleon. That's actually enormous. We'll go here, we'll go here, we'll go here. This, that, and then put ourselves there with the Jirachi. Let's see how many memory capsules. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. The moon is up. The sky is down. That's enough. All around. Volleybear says plug up the holes. Yeah. Yeah, man. YouTube's been pretty fun though recently, I gotta say. It's been a big thanks to you guys, no doubt. If you're watching the videos, you know, daily or even like weekly, like it's been noticeable over the last couple of weeks. It's been really cool. I thought we turned a corner like 2 months ago. And like these last 2 weeks have been good, like for our standards, right? You gotta incrementally improve on things. So we're not, you know, we're not where we want to be. We're certainly bigger than we were, which is great. It's awesome. It's awesome. So what do you do if you're the opponent? You just bench locked yourself. You just bench locked yourself with no hope of getting a Snom down. You're just gonna try to like white knuckle it with this Inteleon, huh? Which might actually work. They have their pickings of anything here on the bench, and I think they go for the Fanpy. Yeah, there it is. So we basically, this is the turn. We find the memory capsule and we win, or we don't and we die. That's what's at stake. That is what is at stake. Oh, it's so crushing. It's so crushing, crunchy. Crunchy. Ah, do we even win? Can we win if we Earthquake? Can we win if we Earthquake? Oh, I'm in physical pain. We're 1 attack away. But the problem with Earthquaking is that, of course, we do 20 damage to each of our bench. So then they just come up with the Inteleon and they go snip, snip. YDB in the chat. We maybe should have attached the energy and we could have heavy impacted. Force them to find another telescopic site. How was I supposed to know? I think we do it, and then we say you have to make a choice between the Swablu or the Fanpy. Both of which kind of win us the game, if you think about it. Right, because they have nothing on their side of the field that can counter an Altaria. So they're going to take out the Donphan and the Phanpy, and then we just need to attack. Yo, this is our last boss as well. But we'll win, right? We'll just win because we have the Swablu. Okay. Kind of. No, that's not actually how it works, because they could get a free bench spot. And we only have one boss. So if they play their cards right, they could walk out of this stadium with a dub. Okay. How risky do we want to play it? I think pretty risky. I think we're in the business of risk. And we put the Phanpy down. And then we're looking for a scoop up net. We do find it. So let's go Dreamy Rev. Oh, he has Keldeo for Altaria. That's true. Keldeo does do 110. Good call. All right, we'll take the Evo Incense. Well, we could have guaranteed 2 Phanpys there. You're right. 3 turns away, of course. Yeah. Okay. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do do do. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Simply having a wonderful. We do really want the stone here. We're gonna make the play. We're gonna say, hey, the deck's got me. The deck's got my back. They're going to attach to the Inteleon. They don't even know, chat. They've fallen directly into my trap. There's an air balloon. Oh, they're going to snipe my Phanpy? Oh, you know you're only doing 20 damage because I attached that stone fighting? Yeah. I scoff. I scoff. I guffaw. I guffaw at that play. Oh. Oh. Do it again. I dare you, bro. I dare you. They really need to be attaching to this Keldeo. And they got to be forcing. We have one boss left. Okay, we got one boss left. We played 3 or discarded. Wait a second. No, we only have 2. Okay, so we have 2 boss left. For some reason I was thinking that was our last boss. I must have clicked the right and the left arrow. There's another snip shot. They need to be careful though. We get both our ordinary rod. We don't need that card. Just give me any supporter. Give me any supporter. Oh, they don't even know that they should be attaching to this. This is the saddest part. No, there is no dojo in here, Babatet. There is no dojo. They're going to nestle for 1 card. They're going to nestle for the 1 card. Okay, all right. Oh, we find it. Okay. Okay, life is good, chat. Life is good. Let's go 2 basic energy. Do we even want to do the other one? I think with the ordinary rod, don't we just want to like pitch it? Because we are looking at, we could put back some Donphans. I'm not particularly excited because that would mean like a gust could potentially win them the game. And I don't want that to happen. So we are going to, We're going to attach to the active. That's the better play. And then we are going to pass. That's the better, safer play because they could gust up our Donphan. And then we would be in some stuff. We're in a little less stuff by splitting the resources here in this way. There's a max bullet. So, wait. That's just the game, right? They've fallen for our trap. The ultimate Exodia trap card. We're going to go ahead and use our strike back for 360 on the active. Let's go. Let's go, baby. You're done, bud. You're done, bud. Get him out of here. Oh, yeah. That one feels good.